Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mahindra Lukka. This channel is all about how to break into data science. In my previous video, I had explained how you can bring your existing experience and draw parallels to data science. To reiterate, you can gain domain knowledge by pursuing master's or any data science course. In this video, I am going to talk about how to improve your hands-on experience on data tools in addition to your coursework, and also how to build a strong data science portfolio. As said earlier, majority of roles in data science collects data using SQL, performs analysis and build models using programming tools like Python, R, and visualize the data using Tableau or Power BI. So let's start with SQL. Once you are done with SQL basics in your coursework, I strongly suggest you to take a LeetCode subscription and practice SQL. Start practicing with one problem a day and slowly go up to 10 to 15. Complete at least 100 problems in total with a ratio of 40 easy, 40 medium and 20 hard. After completing 100, I can say with 95% confidence that you can crack any SQL coding interview including companies like Facebook, Google, Amazon. By the way, 95% confidence in statistical terms is pretty decent. Now let's move to Python. With the data Excel can handle, we can generate a pivot table within fraction of seconds. But as a data person, we deal with huge chunks of data where Excel cannot be used anymore. Then our Python libraries come handy to perform tasks similar to what we can do in Excel. NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Scikit-learn are the basic Python libraries which are used to perform data wrangling, data manipulations and model building. To improve hands-on experience on these Python libraries, there is a free platform called Kaggle. You can find many ongoing and completed machine learning competitions and also numerous datasets contributed by data science community. You can pick any dataset, play with it using these libraries. Few companies expect candidates to be proficient not only in Python libraries but also in basic programming skills like loops, classes, functions, etc. You can learn these skills by practicing Python problems in LeetCode or HackerRank. Yes, LeetCode has Python problems as well. Majority of data analyst or data scientist roles don't expect a candidate to be proficient in data structures and algorithms. But roles like machine learning engineer or deep learning engineer may need these skills. Next, coming to the most important part, visualization. You can get free access to Tableau and Power BI using your student account. If possible, try to use Tableau as it has a public domain which provides an opportunity to share your work online with the world. Again, you can use Kaggle datasets to play with the visualizations. So this is how you can improve your hands-on experience on data tools. Now let's see how to build a data science portfolio. There are a couple of platforms where you can build your data science portfolio. One of them is GitHub, where you can share your code and analysis. But don't forget to write a README document with all your insights so that when a recruiter or hiring manager visits your profile, your work will be clear to them. The other one is Medium, which is a platform for writing and publishing articles. You can write an article based on your data science project or any topic of your interest. There are already millions of articles in Medium, so this platform is a great learning as well. Publications like Towards Data Science, Analytics Vidya provide excellent content on data science. You can post your work on Medium through these publications as well. I want to share a recent example. One of my close friends wrote an article on Medium about data transformations. You know what? His last round interviewer read his article before the interview, and his final round was all about discussing the passion of writing data science articles and topics. This is the power of having great data science portfolio. I hope you liked the content. Please like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. If you have any recommendations or any suggestions, please use the comment section below. In my next video, I'll quickly walk you through these platforms and share about subscription details to some of these. So let's stay connected and grow together.